Welcome back to the Billabong Pro Tahiti, stop number 7 of the Samsung Galaxy Championship Tour. It's already been a very exciting morning in round 3 action, and Dino Keanoa Singh leading the charge to move on into round 4. Now Jordy Smith takes on Matt Banting. But Pete, this is the last thing we were expecting with 8:40 to go to still be scoreless.
Yeah, especially when those two waves we saw earlier come through and these guys were out of position. I mean, they're 20 yards too far deep, and it's just that position holding thing. They're not sprinting away. I mean, Banting at this point would know that that high seed scenario would play out, that he'd need to get a wave. Alejo just paddled out and he's like, hey, isn't there some waves on the inside? And I said, yeah, there is. We've seen several opportunities, but again, at this point, it's like, you live by the sword, die by the sword in a way. You don't want to paddle in and catch a 3 and have Jordy on an 8, or the opposite.
Thank you very much, Pete Mel. So even the world's best coming up next are sort of scratching their heads on this one as we're down to the 8-minute mark. We've got a little bit of opportunity starting to stand up on the reef. Jordy now looks at the 6-minute mark. He'll pull into a very tight and small barrel and will not make it out. So now Banting holds priority with 5:50 to go.
Both these guys have got unbelievable experience when it comes down to surfing man-on-man heats. And Jordy gets a 0.93, so waited 30 minutes for a kind of a closeout, really. I mean, a wave that wasn't going to offer him anything. Maybe having a look at this little bump right here.
Higher up the reef without priority, Jordy's changed his game plan. A power hack to start, another clean snap on a small little 1-footer. And he'll just power it shut, multiple backside turns. And now he'll start weaving back west as we see Jordy getting the best numbers so far, 2:50 to go.
It's kind of frustrating. I mean, here we go, Jordy deciding to pull the trigger on this one. I think the judges have sort of, I don't know, the scales probably changed today because of the fact there are barrels out there. So this wave yesterday probably would have been a keeper score. I mean, at this stage, it still is a keeper score for Jordy Smith, 3.33. So at the moment, Matty Banting needing a 4.26, which is pretty much kind of an average barrel out there this morning. So
Jordy Smith now will look to get rid of the 0.93 with 1:40 to go. Plenty open face coming down to turns. Backside carve and jams it nice and tight in the pocket. Nice, clean, easy rhythm to watch from the South African. 0.93 is long gone, improving just a bit, and now approaching the final minute for Banting as he's up in arms. One wave to try to steal this one off Smith. He's up now, pulls in nice and deep. He's going to make it out. Sets his rail for a backside cutback. Clean rebound. 15 seconds to go. Big down carve for Banting, and he's able to get one wave in before we close this wave out. With Jordy improving with a 3.67, Banting now is waiting to see if he did enough on that last wave.
Kind of baffling, really, but Matty Banting, let's have a look here, drives off the top there through that little chandelier section, comes out nice and clean and into that beautiful wraparound cutback. A little bit too late. I'm calling for Matty Banting. I'm not seeing that go up into that 7-point range. With the waves that have been on offer, the barrels we've seen so far this morning, he's going to come up short, Joe.
Backside roundhouse for Banting. This was under pressure to perform. He knew he couldn't leave anything left. He had 15 seconds on the clock.
5.17.
And it comes in at a 5.17. Not enough for Matt Banting. Jordy Smith takes the win to continue on into round 4.